Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. Let's go in. Hey, this is Face the Music, where we take the music, break it down, turn around a different take on the music. We gon' clown, bound, to act the fool, something stupid. So happy, Charlie Trouble, this how we do it.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
I even put an extra in there. Just gonna keep hitting me.
Because
Multiple flatulence. America, welcome to Face the Music. The show where we take your favorite song lyrics,
then
break them shits down,
Then what?
throw them back in your face,
and
make you face
the
the music.
music.
I'm your boy Willie Soso, and to my right we have
it's the lovable one, Miss Happy.
what up though?
Oh dang, you was gonna do that. That's
He
so
was gonna
bold.
sneak you.
That's so bold.
It's cool though. Happy Valentine's Day, happy.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, sweet.
I'm
trying to figure out. Oh.
Say that more emphatically. Happy Manufactured Corporate Affection Day, happy.
Hey, what's up, T-Vibes?
Well, how about
What's
Happy
going on,
Murder
man?
Day? How about that? Happy Murder Day, and we celebrated accordingly here today in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
And Michigan in
Michigan,
general.
in general, yes.
Yeah. So
You loud with your ice over there. Rude.
Black Mark. Yep, caught a mid
Crunch.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, hello to you too, sir. Oh man, too funny.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mark.
Happy
I hope you
Valentine's
got some love today.
Nope. But okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Nobody.
don't give a damn about. I don't give a shit about this.
Well,
You know,
well
this
don't be mad. Did anybody blow you a kiss or nothing?
Nothing.
Aw.
It's cool.
I'm about to send you a hug.
No,
Let me
shit.
send you a hug.
Cause
Make
all right,
sure
so
you feel good.
a couple things. Let's just address these two things. First things first. I called it Happy Manufactured Corporate Affection Day, because that's really all that's going on. Is you all are being herded into stores and restaurants and clubs and wherever else you're spending your Valentine's Day, because somebody put a big red circle around this date on the calendar and said that's what you're supposed to do. Then, not to be outdone, Black Mark just reminded us that St. Valentine caused a big-ass massacre back in the day when this whole thing got started. So, yeah, enjoy that. On a much more somber note, though, let's get this out the way so we can have fun. Prayers to all those affected by the mass shooting
MSU.
at MSU. I haven't really been keeping up on this story, but did this one make national news?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't even really paid it attention
did.
like that, other than to know that it happened.
And unfortunately, Delicious's niece
Yeah.
was one of the
Victim
ladies
shot?
that passed away.
Oh no, damn.
It's sad that anybody lost their life. But it makes it more where you can relate to it a little bit more when you know people who are affected. So we definitely want to keep everybody, all the staff, all the students, all the loved ones, because I have loved ones, my nephew and my niece, they're up there as well. So, and great niece.
So I'll tell you how this directly affected me. I have a senior in high school, and she's going through the process of selecting what college, university she wants to go to. And when I heard this news, my heart just dropped.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah.
The first thing, Michigan State is one of the schools that she was thinking about going to. And my knee-jerk reaction is like, well, nope, she's not going there. But then I actually sat and thought about it. I was like, that's illogical because this could have been anywhere. Yeah, and not only could it have been anywhere, it has been anywhere. I mean,
other places, yeah.
Virginia Tech a few years ago.
Kent State.
Yeah, this is
my
happened.
brother actually is over there. He doesn't go to that school. He's one of the deans over there. So yeah, every time anything happens where your people are at or could be, it affects you. You really look at it differently.
And it's crazy because one of the students they was talking about the student who was attending Michigan State and was at the school on the campus yesterday, who was actually a part of another school shooting in high school.
Oh my
There are
God.
several kids that are at Michigan State that were part of the Oxford shooting that happened last year. So they literally have gone through this 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what type of PTSD these kids.
Yeah, two of them in less than 15 months. They said,
Yeah.
I know some of those kids that went to Oxford who are at Michigan State right now.
I could only imagine, man. That had to have been, and that's crazy. This is the type of thing that you wouldn't hope to have to go through
This day and
once
age,
in a
man,
lifetime.
School shootings is as normal as school fights were, damn near.
Absolutely.
In our
Right, when we
age,
were
you know
coming
what I
up,
mean?
yeah.
Absolutely. And the saddest part about it all, man, I'm not desensitized to it, but every time it happens, all that really happens for me is that the clock just gets reset to zero, waiting, because it's going to happen again. Sadly, America, this is going to happen again because there's a mindset in this country revolving around guns and violence that sort of kind of normalizes this thing, unfortunately. So while I am in a very shocked state, because I'm always in a shocked state to hear these kinds of things and read of these types of occurrences, I also realize it's going to happen again and again and again till we as a country finally get our head out our ass and figure out how to curtail and prevent this type of occurrence.
Yeah, I don't think our head has been on our ass. I just think that there's no real foolproof
answer.
solution
Yeah.
for us.
No, there's no foolproof solution, but what definitely isn't a deterrent to it is setting up and propping up situations, occurrences, events, emotions, dialogues, propaganda that damn near encourage this type of behavior.
Oh, wow.
So
This is not what the show is going to end up being about.
Yeah, no. And
Yeah.
America, I swear, we're going to get off the soapbox.
Let's roll on by
Right,
this.
we're going to get off the soapbox and get on some bullshit
Annie
so y'all can
Williams,
have
hey
fun.
there. T-Boz, as
But,
always, what's up? Our number one fan.
Yeah, we could not go without at least acknowledging and putting some love out there for the families and victims of the MSU school shooting.
Amen. And guess what?
What?
I just want to shout out my niece, Brittany Hoskins, just for doing the darn thing. She knows what I'm talking about. So if you watch this show, know I shout you out, girly. Check her page out if y'all can.
Brittany,
All right.
whatever you did, do it again. Kudos to you for whatever it may be. All right, so here, let's do this. All right, before we really get off in some full clip bullshit, let's get on something fun. Who watched the Super Bowl?
I watched it.
I didn't watch it. I seen snippets. I was at a wedding reception. Yes, I went to a wedding reception. Super Bowl Sunday. They had it on Super Bowl Sunday. But yeah, it was on the
Clearly
big.
not football fans. Okay.
They had it on the big screen, and it was Rihanna's. It was the halftime.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Speaking of love being in the air and babies in the
I
oven,
was like, because we were sitting at the table, like, is she pregnant again?
everybody
yes.
was like that. I mean, full disclosure, I was not thinking about her being pregnant. I was one of those people who was utterly disappointed at Rihanna's halftime show, but not for the reasons that other people were talking about.
See, I just knew. I was like, well, if she's not pregnant, before the show ends, she'll be half naked. So,
And that's why I was disappointed. I when I heard Rihanna was going to
You're such a dude.
I am. I certainly am. When I heard that Rihanna was going to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show, and this was months and months and months ago, knowing that she had just had a kid, I was still like, cool, I get to see Rihanna half naked. Fuck a wardrobe malfunction. I'm talking about this is going to be straight TNA. Then
something's wrong with that.
Rihanna,
You got the mommy version.
I still
the
love
Super
you.
Bowl.
I still love you, Riri, but
He thought he was getting Rihanna. He got Re-Mama.
you feel me?
Right.
Literally, R-E.
Mama Ree.
Re-Mama. Yep, yeah, Re-Mama.
Right. ASAP Rocky, fuck you.
Well, that's what they call him ASAP. He got back to it
Because he
ASAP.
got her pregnant ASAP.
ASAP.
Oh, man. But on the upside,
She said, "Oh, Nana, what's my name?"
yeah, mama.
Yes.
ASAP Naki.
On the upside, Mahomes, as in Mahomes. No, didn't get that. No, yeah.
No.
Okay. Shout out. Okay, fine. Joke fell flat. Patrick Mahomes, my guy. Congratulations. I have money on you. You came through for me.
Okay, he betting again.
Appreciate it.
I thought we were gonna stop
Appreciate it.
betting. No.
Yeah, money don't make
I
nothing.
wish I would bet it, but I'm glad that I didn't because I bet I would have been betting on the Eagles.
Oh,
and I
wow.
probably would have lost money. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought the Eagles was gonna win.
Yeah, and speaking of the Eagles losing, did you see this? I don't know if it's a meme, TikTok video, whatever, Facebook post, where dude had mad loot on Philly. He damn near destroyed his whole man cave.
Oh yeah, the TV.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, dude went ape shit. I tend to think that those types of things are staged, but it's still funny.
I mean, that's retarded.
That's
You
what
stage that, you bust your $500 TV up. All right,
I mean, hey,
Did you
man.
say $500 TV?
I'm just saying. I mean, that's about how much it costs nowadays.
At this point, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. I thought it was funny. That's what Dum Dum gets for betting on the loser.
Oh, that's what Dum Dum gets. Wow.
Not that I hate Philly or nothing, but I'm just saying.
Anyway, what are we talking about this week? Because you crazy.
You're true and she. And guess what? It's finna get crazier because it's Valentine's Day. America, y'all know we have to do a Valentine's Day show for you, right? Of course.
Let me shout out to all the men. Happy Valentine's Day. And if you don't get any love anywhere else, just, I'm giving you a big hug.
That was beautiful. And to all of the ladies, happy Valentine's Day. Don't run their pockets too much. Now, let's get to it. Here's our version of Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Because y'all know we ain't shit. Y'all know that we toxic. And y'all know that we just cannot just do something lovey-dovey. No.
I wanted to do lovey-dovey.
You wanted to do lovey-dovey? Did you
Yes.
know? Did you know?
Yes, but you said, hell to the no.
I did say hell to the no. And speaking of hell to the no, that is sort of kind of adjacent to the Face the Music song of the week,
I don't even know what this is.
which is Down Here in Hell with You by
don't know
Van Hunt.
I don't know this
Who
song.
the hell is this?
I don't know this song.
Listen.
It's not Van
We know
Halen.
So picked this one.
I
Nobody
did.
know who the hell this is.
I did. So
Who the hell is Van
quick
Hunt?
quick background about Van Hunt. Just he wasn't quite a one-hit wonder. He had a couple of joints that was cold as hell. Right when the neo soul movement broke, like with Erykah Badu coming out and D'Angelo and Maxwell and all of that.
Aren't he from back then?
Yeah, yeah. This song is close to 30 years old,
Oh,
but it's dope.
I was in
as
high school or stuff.
It's dope as fuck, man. And I always liked it. And truthfully, I just happened to come across it on a random playlist the other day, and I was like, yo, we need to do something with this. And lo and behold, Valentine's Day came up. So here's I'm just gonna read a little bit of the song lyrics so that y'all will see where we going with our topic today. The song starts out like this. I really love it when we make mistakes because once again, it gives me a reason to complain. I love the battle lines we draw and cross and move. I love it when we fight, standing on the verge of breaking up or making love. What would I do if we were perfect? Where would I go for disappointment? Love without pain would leave me wondering why I stay. Today's topic, a toxic Valentine's.
And shout out to all of y'all who are in love but don't really love each other.
Feel me? You know, all y'all that, fight and fuck and fuck and fight and fight and fuck.
Fight
And-
to
and
fuck, and fuck to fight, and fight to fuck.
Right. And still together.
But y'all still together.
Yeah. That's
Y'all
what we
be
talking
slashing
about.
each other's tires,
Right.
rusting out each other's windows.
And then get
Fighting each other's
right
mamas.
back with each other. I mean, I'm talking about he whoop your ass, you call the police on him, they come to arrest him, then you jump on the police. That type of toxic Valentine's. That's where we going with it today.
I don't want to go down that road.
I know, it's going to be so fun though. You know it is.
That was gonna stink. It's gonna smell like Alta Road and Jefferson.
And you know what's happening on Alta Road in Jefferson?
What?
A lot of fucking and a lot of fighting. Along with that. So, answer me this, Happy.
Yes.
Got a question for you. The question is,
Okay.
what do you think is the most, what's the most popular toxic relationship cliche you can come up with? Do you know what I mean by?
I need a ride or die chick.
Okay, I need a ride or die chick. That's a good one. Or like, shit. What's another one? This one I've always loved.
You loved it.
Yeah, this shit has always made me laugh. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
But that's true.
I don't know how true it is.
It is,
But the
because
the
before-
connotation of it though is hilarious.
Yeah, but that's because that's just putting people up on game.
That y'all be fucking around.
Don't keep claiming. Well, listen. That once you hear your auntie or your mama or somebody in your house look at you or family look at you and say, "Now always remember, honey." And this is after you done had a kid. Mama's babies, daddy's maybe. That means they know something, and you need to check that out.
Yeah, they know that mama been fucking around. That's
Right.
what they know.
So check
And
that
and
out.
her and daddy been married for 35 years.
Oh, mama been fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Osama bin
mama
Laden?
kissing Santa
She was doing a whole-
Claus.
Below the waist. That's what she was doing.
Kissing Santa's mistletoe.
You feel me?
Oh,
Just saying. Here go another one.
his candy stick.
It's cheaper to keep her. Did you say it's candy stick? It works.
Yeah,
It's cheaper to keep her.
I mean, it's true, especially if you 5 kids, 7 kids later.
I completely understand, but once again, the connotation behind this shit
It's funny.
is ridiculous. It may very well be, in many cases, it may be true, but that's what causes people to be in relationships and hate the people they're in relationships with.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, most of the time when I heard people say that to a fella, it's because he messing around and doing a bunch of bull crap that's gonna get him divorced, and they be looking at him like, look, it's cheaper to keep her.
I've always looked at it. It's always been described a different way to me. It's always been described as all of that shit you did to get her just wasn't worth it, but now you stuck. That's the way it's been explained to me.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Nah, and the thing is, both things can be true. What you said isn't wrong, but it's always some other shit to it. Also, the whole, once you get married, things change concept, which in talking to married couples, they've been like, yeah, that shit's definitely true. But you're there now, and you just sort of kind of gotta adapt. And part of the adapt is it's cheaper to keep it.
But the weird part about that is that whether you're married or not, shit is gonna change because
Sure.
you grow old. But when you change to the point to where you forget that you're married, or because something has changed and you throw a temper tantrum and now you want a divorce, it's what are you in it for?
Well, here's the thing about the change. It's one thing to change and evolve and grow. That's one thing. But that's not the type of change that's meant when you say it's cheaper to keep her. The change that people are talking about when they say that is the minute you say I do, slip the ring on, she look you in the eye like, gotcha, bitch. Just like Dave Chappelle was talking about he'd do if he ever had the chance to date Oprah. First thing he thinking to do is knock her up so he could be around forever. That's the sort of kind of like the sentiment, the underlying tone.
Well, that's what
behind
I
that.
mean by when I say people change and then forget that they're married because they get content with the fact, oh, I got her, I got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my husband, that's my wife.
Yep. He ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. I ain't got to worry about it. I know he love me. I know she love
Right,
me.
and-
She know I love her. He know I love him. We
Exactly.
forget that it's still part of our duty to spank that booty. I mean, to continue doing the same thing that you were doing
This
before.
is definitely a part of marriage. It's your duty to spank that booty in marriage. Just remember that. Joe Cheney, what's happening?
What up, though, Joe Cheney?
Okay, Joe, I'll do this just for you.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Kool-Aid. I'm sure it applies somewhere. Inside joke between me and my man Joe. Not finna put that shit on the air.
That's funny.
Ballroom Dre, what's happening, my guy?
Hey, Bob.
What's good? Ballroom Dre, Joe Cheney. Y'all tell us, man. Put them in the comments. What's some of the toxic relationship cliches that you all have heard? Some of the popular joints. Mark, what's a popular toxic relationship cliche that you've heard?
She stole mine. I was gonna say the ride or die chick, because that's like I don't want a chick to die.
Right.
I don't want a ride or die chick. Shit, I don't.
Right.
Want
I'd always say,
not gonna
don't
put her
be
in
a
the-
ride or die. Drive me to live.
I'm not gonna put you in a position to die.
Yeah.
Right.
You shouldn't want a man that'll
Right.
want
Right.
you in a position
Right.
where you might die. I don't
Facts
want no
on
ride
facts.
or die chick. Yeah, I think that's the one that's on the top of my head right now.
I got
She stole
another
it.
one. I got another one that I do not like. I grew up hearing this all the time. There's two. No pain, no gain. We're going to the Betty Wright mode.
Okay.
We're talking about, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all.
Yeah.
And my comeback is always, well, I'm too much woman to be satisfied with a piece of nothing, especially a man. So
fair enough.
no, thank you. Yeah, that's
Young
toxic.
Diddy, what's happening?
Why are we teaching these girls
Yeah,
that?
yo, but you know what though? And the crazy thing is, like a lot of times we do these topics and we sort of kind of fault social media. Everything that we've said has predated social media. So this is
Yeah.
stuff that has been generationally
Yeah.
bred into the culture. And
Yeah.
it ain't got shit to do with social media at
Right.
all. I'm gonna tell you a couple more that I look at and side eye when I hear them. One of them is happy wife, happy life.
What
Yeah.
is-
I
I'ma
wasn't
tell you-
thinking. There's a bunch of them that I'm not here, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you why that one. I think is a bunch of bullshit, but it's also something that a lot of people, men in particular, live by. Saying happy wife, happy life implies
That your
that
feelings don't mean
conversely
shit.
that your feelings don't mean shit. Who gives a fuck what you thinking? Who gives a hell how you regard. As long as she's happy, you're happy.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. On the flip side, it should also be said, and I think it is a cliche. I just can't think of how it's worded. That the woman need to hear as well, because love ain't about what you get from
absolutely.
the other person. So when somebody is pouring into you and say happy wife, happy life, it means don't forget to pour into her. Don't forget to do for her, and vice versa. So unless
Ain't no vice versa in the statement,
right,
though.
that's the point.
No. Wait. Sometimes it ain't gotta be. Sometimes when
it has to.
See, here they
but
go.
you all seeing, but you're not listening.
Okay, go ahead.
That's the problem right there in marriage.
Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is when
Says the
somebody,
woman.
because my man happy. Ask him.
Okay, got that. But see, that's not...
But my point is when somebody's pouring into you, and it don't even have to be necessarily this particular topic. When somebody's saying to you what the hell it is you have to do, it's just on that one way. And I'm saying the women is another, but I can't hear because you don't hear it that often. I'm saying that you
What's
don't
the
hear
cliche?
it that.
What's the converse cliche for that? That's the point that we're making.
Right. And
There isn't one.
No,
and
it
bleeds
is
over.
one, but it's just not said that often. And I said I can't remember what it is, but it is one.
The closest thing that I could think of that has come to even being conversely or proportionately fair with that regards is in marriage you trade in the I's for us's. And that is something that is said to men and women. But with regards, there is no converse of the cliche happy wife, happy life. At least I've never heard it.
It is one, but I just can't because you don't hear it that often.
All right.
But I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't take offense to that particular cliche. I get why y'all do, but I wouldn't take offense to it.
Not so much offense, but it does raise an eyebrow because, well, there's no converse to it. That sentiment, if you live your relationship by it, that sentiment makes the relationship lopsided. And there are a lot of people who take to this sentiment and have historically taken to this sentiment.
Well, most of the time when I've heard the sentiment said to someone, it's because what's happening is that there's a lot of men, whether you want to admit it or not, that are me. It's all about me. And they're not taking into account that you have a whole wife who needs a little portion of you.
But the point of us talking about that happy life, happy wife is the exact opposite of what you're saying. Is the woman that is putting the emphasis on everything being the woman's benefit. If you're not catering to me, then there's no relationship type shit. That's
or at least
exactly what you're saying right now is how we feel about women in that phrase.
And that's okay. Whatever.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Okay. I never seen
the phrase is happy wife, happy. There is no inclusion of the man in that. You can't insert that shit in no kind of imaginary way and say, well, what that means is...
I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is I said what I've heard it being when they have a conversation about that and it's being said to a man is that there's something missing that he's not doing. And that's why they're saying include your wife. Remember, because he's complaining. Well, my wife complaining about
happy,
this, that,
like
that.
Ballroom Dre said, happy spouse, happy house.
I say that too.
That's fair.
That's a great one because it's all inclusive. But all I'm trying to explain is how I've seen it done.
Most of the time when I've heard the happy wife, happy life credo, it's literally given by older married men to newlywed men.
But they don't put no type of undertone on it. They just say that and walk away.
And that's that.
And that, so that right there doesn't give you a good playbook on what that means and why the hell you're saying it.
And that's why. Well, I'll give you some of the backstory of some of the married men that I've heard render this information or advice to the newlywed men. They also say shit like, you know what? Look at it like this, young blood. Even when you're right, you're wrong. Say sorry, even if you didn't do shit. Blah, blah, blah. On down those lines. This is why we wind up but it's something that has become universal. It's something that has become widespread and popular to the point where, without even having a discussion about it, if we say it, we all know what we're talking about.
But that, to me, I'm gonna tell you why that's toxic to me. Is because clearly those men never really understood whatever it is the woman was dealing with, complaining about, or talking to him about, and his whole scenario is, I'm just gonna say, "Hey, I'm wrong. I'm sorry," and move on. And
I don't know if they did or didn't.
No, but
I can say
that
is
doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But it's accepted. That's the point. No, it makes absolutely none of this shit makes any sense.
Yeah.
But it's accepted, and it's stuff that we've been saying, and advice that we've been passing on,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is how we come to loving and toxic Valentines. That's the whole point of the show. That's what we say it. Because these cats that are saying it, men and women, like I'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. That ain't new. You know what I'm saying? That shit's been, and there are
but it's
droves
retarded
of
too.
women. Yeah, and there are droves of women
that live by
who
that.
will live by that and
They live by
accept that as straight church.
And they got men that think just like, I'm just going to say sorry. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I'm going to say sorry and move on.
And it's right. And it's on that note. And these are people who have been married for decades. 30, 40, 50 years. And they will give that to the dude who just said or the woman who just said I do. That's crazy, right?
I think the best, honestly, I think the best advice I ever got from an older woman, pretty much she told me, don't sweat the small stuff. If it's not worth arguing about, don't argue about it. If you know your man has an issue with keep throwing his drawers on the middle of the floor, why argue about that every day? Pick the motherfuckers up.
And I just want to say again, once again, black market has come back to somebody's drawers. It always comes back to
his drawers.
To somebody's drawers.
I think she got underwear fetish.
Nuts or drawers. Or nuts in the drawers.
No, literally, that was the example she gave me.
Wow. Okay.
That was the example she gave me.
And that's great advice. Unfortunately, it appears to me that just looking at relationships, a lot of people are much more willing to take the bad advice and shape their relationship around that than they would be the good advice.
Because everybody wants to debate about something. Just like we was debating about the toilet seat. I hate the toilet seat, but I'm not about to sit here and have a whole floor-blown argument about the toilet seat.
That is one of the most toxic fucking arguments that any couple could have.
But it's still...
I mean, look, a seat goes up. It goes down. I know what I need to do when I go to the bathroom. You know what you need to do when you go to the bathroom. Guess what? If the seat is up, put it down. If the seat is down, I put it up. The bitch goes both ways. It flips both ways. It's not really that hard.
It's like it's a dumb argument. Like,
it's a dumb ass argument.
Now I'm gonna tell you the most valid dumb argument that couples can have that I love. It shouldn't. I mean, it's not breakup worthy, but I love it.
Okay.
Which way does the toilet paper go?
Also dumb as fuck. Also dumb as fuck.
Do you have a preference?
Of what?
Which way the toilet paper?
Over or under? Which?
I was over, man.
Okay, fine.
I'm under. So now,
and I don't give a fuck.
Every time we go into the bathroom, why? Put it this way.
You're gonna be the one complaining,
right? But what I'm saying
about something as minute as toilet paper.
But I'm saying that one right there, I could see people arguing over.
It's an argument, and I've never understood why. Like
not not like a big bad argument, but that darn stupid ass debate you gotta have every now and again.
That's the thing. It's little shit like that.
But to me, if you have a good relationship, that's just fun, spicy arguments that you can.
Well, I mean, you can play it that way, but here's what I think. Here's what will wind up happening though. So you got, it's always the microaggressions, the little shit. And it won't be just one little thing. It's a bunch of little things. So like you said, don't sweat the small stuff, right? Okay, so you had a husband who comes in, throws his drawers in the middle of the floor, right?
Soon as he come in.
you're not gonna sweat
He
the
has
small
his
stuff,
drawers
right?
in his
No,
hand.
you not, because she like it. She'll and sniffing the drawers. and
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No, but you know that's the one thing, right? So
Asshole.
that irritates you, but you're like, okay, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff, right? So he comes in, right? Takes his drawers off. Don't know why he's taking his drawers off, but he takes his drawers off, throws them in the middle of the floor.
So happy you
must
smell them.
Yeah, okay.
He has to
Sniff
take
'em
a shower.
so she can sniff them clean.
All right, cool.
That's why.
Bet. And that's perfect. So he can take a shower, right? Takes his drawers off, throws them in the middle of the floor. Goes into the bathroom, lifts the seat up, leaves it up. After he takes a shit, which he uses the last
leaves
roll.
the thing?
No. He
Okay.
takes a shit, and for whatever reason, after taking a shit, he flips the toilet seat up, and in doing so, uses the last little sheet of toilet paper, puts it back on the roll, and it
See,
goes
now you
under.
get into fighting territory. No.
But see, this is what I'm saying though. So, it's not just that the drawers in the middle of the floor. It's not just that the toilet seat is up. It's not just that the toilet roll is on backwards. It's that the toilet roll is on backwards and the seat is up and the drawers is in the middle of the floor and this and now y'all fighting for real, and it's a real ass argument over the small stuff because it's not just one thing. It's a bunch of things. What how Mos Def said. Why did the straw break the camel's back? Here's the secret: the million other straws underneath.
Right.
But all of it is minute. Is that really? But that should have started a fight, like a real ass fight. Like I'm not speaking to you for days, and
It's
I'm-
like leaving that damn sip of orange juice in the container instead of just drinking it.
who left this last sip of orange juice in
I
the
got my mouth all set for some orange juice, and ain't nothing but a swallow in the container.
Well, why don't you swallow it and shut the fuck up?
You know what? They had the reverse psychology. I guess you can call it a reverse psychology version of that in my house when I was young, right? So whoever left the last of it, right? If you drunk the last of it, you would got cussed out for drinking it all. Who drunk all the orange? I didn't drink even the
It was the
last
last-
drop of.
They been on 3 big gulp 7-Eleven Slurpee size cups of that shit,
and then left the drop. And then when you drink the drop,
You get in
you
trouble.
get blamed for drinking it all and shit.
Wow, that's bold.
funny.
That's bold.
It's fucked up, but that's funny.
They'll leave the whole house, leave the little drop of Kool-Aid in there. Be waiting for the motherfucker to drink it. Whoever drink it, you get blamed. Well, you should have made some more. You drunk it all.
Right.
I ain't drink it all. I drunk the last of it.
I will tell you another.
But you always supposed to make more Kool-Aid when it's
Yeah, says the motherfucker who drunk it all and left the drop.
Exactly. No, I'm gonna tell you this, and here's
I
the fucked
do
up part
that.
about that one.
I drink some of my Kool-Aid down so I could take the last drop.
Here's the fucked up part about that one is it ain't drinking the last cup of Kool-Aid, the last little swallow of Kool-Aid, not making no more. That's not the one that pisses me off. Is now I'm stuck with having to make the Kool-Aid, and my punk ass brother done used all of the fucking sugar in his goddamn cereal.
Ooh.
Now I can't.
So y'all grew up on cornflakes.
Childhood emotions.
Y'all grew up on cornflakes. Cause that's the only time you need to put a whole cup of sugar in your stuff.
Well, no, it's a couple other series, but that's another show
Okay,
for
well.
another day. Here go a couple of other toxic relationship cliches on this toxic Valentine's Day that I think are interesting to mention. One, a man is gonna be a man.
Oh my God.
Now, if that ain't the ultimate hall pass, I don't know what is.
And you know what? I feel like on top of that, I feel like just like I feel like that happy wife, happy life is an insult because it's not taken. I feel like that's a full insult on men. As in
It
other
is.
words,
It is.
well, they ain't responsible anyway. Men gonna be men.
You're 100%
What?
right.
Like
You're
really?
you're basically
Men
giving
don't- men's
men
matter don't
license
matter.
to not be shit. Yeah, it's a complete insult to men. It is.
That's what we were saying earlier to you. That's the same. That's what we were trying to explain. Like
It's
I heard you. That's why I mentioned it. Once again,
Yeah.
somebody don't listen.
yeah.
I mentioned it.
I'm just saying. That's
It's a definite complete. See,
We gonna argue
y'all
on the
finna
show.
fight. Y'all finna fight over the draws in the flow right now. Yeah, it's definitely a complete insult. It's a complete insult for a couple of reasons. One, the reason that you mentioned, because it's literally acting like men aren't human enough or responsible enough to carry out the basic functions of a relationship. Also, it's sort of kind of like grouping us all together. Like
Yeah.
there's some general standard for
Right.
what all men are going to do, which
Right.
nobody, and I do mean nobody, wants to hear.
Nobody want to be generalized like
Right, because it's not necessarily true. And not only that, if that's how you feel, then you're going to treat me in a certain way that might not be applicable, which is going to cause other problems in a relationship.
that. And you know what? Now that we're having this discussion, light bulb, I think that's what helps keep the stereotype about men and why some women look at men in a certain way. Like, oh, he ain't... You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
why?
and then you treat him like shit and then wonder why he act like he ain't shit. You sort of kind of manifesting destiny with that.
Right.
I'm going to tell you another one that goes right along with it. And this is if that was the ultimate hall pass, this is the ultimate hall pass point A.
Oh, God.
And that is, as long as he take care of home,
Oh, that... I ain't going to call it a whole quote.
that's
But yeah, it's pretty much a whole quote.
that's the ultimate hall pass. You could do whatever the hell you want to do, as long as you keep me in house and home and looking good and smelling good and whatever.
And most women that feel like that I've known, I ain't gonna say all, but most that I've known, they have a side dude or two.
Oh, check. You know what?
Don't
Never
please
mind.
just
Never mind.
bypass that.
Never
Not
mind. Never
going
mind.
down So-So's Hall of Shame.
Fuck you. I won't confirm or deny though.
So-so's all this shit.
That's fucked up. What's fucked up is I got a cop to it. So let's do this. Y'all answer me this question, cause I don't know, man. As much as I rail against this type of shit, I can't act like I don't identify with some of this shit. So
Oh, here we go identifying. That's the
Here we go.
millennium stuff.
see, really,
I'm just saying.
He
it was a word before
Ladies
it
and
was a
gentlemen,
word.
Willie So-So identifies as a hall of shame.
You know what? Fuck y'all.
I identify as.
I was staying far, far away from that shit.
Okay. What do you identify as?
I don't identify as. Never mind what I fucking identify as. My question is, what toxic relationship cliche do you identify with? Most identify with? Not that it's right. Not that, it's something that you actively pursue in your relationship or have pursued in your relationship, but something that when you just sort of kind of look back in your relationships, you be like, yeah, I did that shit. That was I fucks with that one heavy.
You said a toxic one?
Yeah.
A toxic one. I have to think about that. A toxic one that I actually go along with. I don't know. Shit, I'll fight about man. I don't know. Is that toxic?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Yes.
I'll fight about man.
I'll fight about. Okay. Mark, what about you? Any toxic relationship cliche that you identify with?
Toxic relationship.
Any iteration, at any stage in any relationship.
I would have to think on that for a minute. Yeah, not nothing off the top of my head that I can just throw out there. Did I identify with? Yeah, I had to think for a minute.
I'm gonna tell you the one that I identify with the most, and it's probably got me in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, Lord. If you don't do it, your best friend will?
No,
Oh, okay.
although in certain iterations,
Oh, Lord.
never mind.
So-So's
So's
Hall of Shame. Okay, keep on going.
The toxic relationship cliche that I identify with is, I don't put nothing past her. Because
you just in a untrustworthy ass relationship?
no, not that I'm in an untrustworthy relationship or have been in. Well, I have been in untrustworthy ass relationships, but nothing would surprise me. It don't surprise you. Could come and tell me, yeah, I saw your wife getting ran up by 2 chimpanzees the other day on 7 Mile.
That wouldn't surprise
And
you?
I'd be like, yeah, bitch does that sometimes. You know, I've had that feeling, like nothing that I still sort of kind of had that
What kind
feeling.
of wife do you have?
I don't have a wife. No, but I'm just saying, on many levels, I just be like, yo, there are very few situations where you could come and tell me about something that my mate might be doing, and I'd be like, hell no, she'd never do that. I'm always gonna be sitting thinking like, I could see her doing that.
And you know what? That's crazy because you need to.
I know that's fucked up. I do.
You should always, and I'm gonna talk to you, America, and those all over the world who's watching right now or can hear my voice. Don't be in a relationship where somebody can come and tell you anything about your mate, significant other, or spouse. You should damn know.
That is very good advice.
Because what the fuck?
That is very good advice, and you're not wrong.
I'm gonna tell you
You're
because
not wrong at all.
I got pinned for some stuff I didn't do, and I was so pissed off at the person I was dating at the time because I looked him dead in the face and was like, as long as you know me, do that look like something that I would do?
Mm-hmm.
So you just brought this to me upset. I can't mess with you. Because they're going to pee on your feet and say it's raining. And you going to come to me with pissy feet. I'm good.
You make a whole good point. And like I said, that shit has gotten me in a lot of trouble feeling that way. And the thing is, here's what's crazy about it. So somebody will come to me and they'll be like, yeah,
I'm tired.
I heard your girl was doing such and such. And I'll be like,
What's going on, Brooklyn? Michael Simmons in the house.
but they'll be like, yo, I heard your girl was doing this, that, and the third. And I'll be like, oh yeah? Huh. It doesn't make me mad. And this is the part that would get me in trouble. Because I heard your girl was
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And I don't get mad about it. I'm like, oh yeah? And I might not even mention it. I might completely dismiss it. But then my girl will hear that somebody was talking about her, right? And she'll come to me pissed off. Like, you know what such and such said? They said I was da-da-da-da-da. And I'll be like, yeah, I heard somebody say that. What, motherfucker, you heard that? You ain't defend me? You ain't... I was like, I blew the shit off. I ain't think... But I'm saying, you gonna just be out here letting niggas talk about me?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
That's how
I
it
can
would get
get
me
that,
in
but
trouble.
I don't need nobody to defend me. My character defends me.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean-
when you walk with integrity, nobody has to defend you. You don't even have to defend yourself.
That's sort of kind of
Because the truth is the truth.
But that shit would get me in trouble every time, man.
But when I was younger, I had an issue with people lying on me. So I would fight tooth and nail. Like, you ain't going to be out here lying on me. And then somebody's like, why are you fighting so hard? You act like you guilty or something. I'm like, ain't nobody guilty or nothing. So now I want to fight everybody. And then I was like, you're right. Why am I fighting a lie?
Nah, I'm not going to lie. I heard a line in the Al Green song. He said, if they lie on Jesus, they'll lie on you
They'll
and
lie
me.
on you all the time.
I was like, yeah, that shit
Let
makes
your character be so...
all kinds of sense.
Right. Let your character be so where somebody can lie on you and everybody can see that it's a lie.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just
with
talking
you
to America
100%.
right now.
I'm with you 100%. Mark, you don't come up with one yet?
Nope, I didn't.
No.
I was reading.
What's
Facebook
up,
shit.
Janice Daniels? Hey, how everybody doing up in here on Valentine's Day? I'm doing great.
We are doing well.
I'm doing
we
wonderful.
are and toxic. That's how we doing.
And I gave all the fellas a hug. You missed your hug, so I'm going to give you one now. Here you go.
Yep, and I gave all the ladies advice not to spend all our money. That is also for you.
Oh, I
So,
thought you was going to say something else, but I'm glad. It was. Thank you.
What did you think I was gonna
I
say?
don't know what you gave all the ladies. I just Soul's Hall of Shame. I don't know.
That was uncalled for.
I'm sorry.
That was uncalled.
I gave all the ladies. I'm like, oh.
That was uncalled for.
I love you though.
Completely. Well, I think I'm gonna do this, and we could sort of kind of start to wrap it up. But I want to bring back one more piece of this song, because this song is dope as hell. The Face of Music song of the week
You're welcome, Michael.
is "Down Here in Hell with You" by Van Hunt, a one-hit wonder from the early neo soul era. He has this line in here, man, that I just think is dope as hell. And he was like, "Magic carpet rides, it don't have to last forever. I know we shouldn't fly so high, but the closer to the sun we go, the better. I want to make you feel the fire, want to burn you with my bad days. I want to be," and this shit is what fucked me up, "I want to be unsatisfied so you can feel the heat coming from me. What would I do if we were perfect? Where would I go for disappointment? Words without hate would leave me nothing left to say."
Something wrong with that.
When I tell you,
That's
when I tell you,
toxic.
it's fuck, right?
and
But
scary.
there are people who really, they love to keep their relationship
Full of
on
drama.
on that line where it could be, we could be in love forever, or I could kill you. There are people who like to live on that edge. We see it.
Oh my goodness! So yeah, just like people say, well, if you never dreamt about killing that person, you ain't in love.
Yeah.
That's toxic. That's a toxic
Yeah.
thing. Like really?
Right, like you see all of the TikTok videos and memes and shit where the woman have a dream that her man cheated on her. She wake up and actually hit the motherfucker,
Oh damn!
and he's sitting up there like, "What?"
That is so abusive.
As fuck. But I mean,
I
there's a
know.
host of people that like that shit.
I used
man.
to be an abuser, and I am reformed. Thank you,
You
Jesus.
said that shit again. I wonder if the statute of limitations on her abuse is up. I don't need the cops rolling in here trying to take your ass away, mid-show. You sure that shit ain't gonna happen?
Oh yeah, I'm done. I am reformed.
She said I whipped his ass.
I
I'm
have
done.
been delivered. But if you,
Listen, I'm finished.
Right.
I'm done.
I'm
Right.
done. But
Ambulance, y'all can come pick him up.
Ambulance.
ambulance. I gotta call the ambulance.
Ambulance.
So I said the ambulance, and my son laughed so hard. And I'm like, "What's so funny?" He said, "Ma, it's EMS." I'm like, "What?" He said, "Nobody says that anymore, Ma." I'm like, "Ooh."
Say, how you say it again? EMS? Call him.
I told you I'm not abusive anymore.
Well, America, we have made it to the point where it is now time for us to say goodbye to all our Negro friends. I would ask what you have learned, but as per usual, we know you haven't learned shit. But we do hope you were entertained. We do
Did
hope.
you guys learn anything real quick in the chat?
No, y'all ain't learned
Brooklyn in the house. I love that. Anybody else from anywhere else besides Michigan? No, maybe. But we love y'all. You can go ahead and put it in the chat if you learned anything. I hope I gave y'all some great advice.
shit. And I hope that you all take this toxic advice that we've been generationally listening to and throw that shit out the window. Come up with something new. Trying to find a way to love your lady or your man better.
Love. That's all we need. What the world needs now.
Some ass. This has been Face the Music. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile